You would think that with all that's going on in the state of Kentucky and the rest of the country, that the Republicans in the legislature would have more important things to do than taking away people's right to vote. Remember, in November. To all you good and wonderful people out there, especially the Christians, concerning these people demanding their Second Amendment rights, God has one of the First Amendments, and that is to love thy neighbor. So if you are hell-bent on going to church and socializing, you are not loving your neighbor. The law of God overrules the law of man, and it should rule your heart and mind. Love thy neighbor and stay at home. Hopefully, things will get better. If I had the coronavirus, I sure wouldn't want to go out and give it to my neighbor. I love my neighbor. Thank you, Speak Your Peace, and everybody else out there. To a certain little bald man who likes a fat girlfriend. It seems like you're trying to play daddy to that fat girl's child. You like to hide yourself behind that mask, but everybody knows what kind of ugly person you really are. Lord have mercy. I wish they would hurry up and get this TV line fixed. I miss my television so bad. I know they are working really hard on it, but it's lonesome here too without my TV. Thank you.
We have pine wood to give away free of charge. Anyone who wants it is welcome to it. All they have to do is come and get it.
To certain people in Pine Creek who let their children get out and rip and tear up the road like heathens. 1. Four-wheelers aren't supposed to be flying around the curves and running all over on top of people. Keep him at the mouth of the holler, and you won't have to worry about this. 2. The motorcycle riders need to keep his hind end back in the head of the holler, not on county roads. And maybe Child Services needs to be called and need children riding side-by-sides. I will have the law here night and day until they resolve this issue. Thank you and have a good day. Raise your children right, and you won't have to worry about them being heathens. That's what I have to say about that. Just a little factoid. In 2014, President Obama warned the nation this kind of pandemic could happen. Susan Rice, the former UN ambassador under Obama, opened an office in the National Security Agency in the White House to study pandemics and began preparing to meet the need for medical supplies. In 2018, Trump disbanded all of this and closed the office Obama and Susan Rice had opened. Trump now claims he had nothing to work with when this pandemic came. All you voting Republicans, look it up and then think about who you will vote to elect as president this year, if you live that long. Us poor people won't get a penny of the money Donald Trump says he is sending to us. It just goes to show you can't believe a word these politicians say. Donald Trump lied to get himself elected president. He even tricked me into voting for him. Politicians don't care about us poor people. They only care about the rich people. To the man in Upper Bottom who has taken to wearing no pants. What's got into you? Do you think fancy cars and fancy women make it okay to display your dangly bits on the front porch? For shame.
I went on my porch the other day and saw a feller get on a ladder. He had a tarpaulin and was going to cover his camper. He climbed up there and then headed down off that son of a gun. You talk about bouncing. He bounced off the ground after a body slam. It felt like an earthquake. It was all I could do to keep from laughing out loud and hurting the boy's feelings. Fellers his size don't need to be getting off the ground on a ladder.
To the direct hotline to God doubter. I'm not a priest, rabbi, pastor, or preacher. I don't have Google, Facebook, or Twitter. I don't own a computer. But I do have a direct hotline to God through His Son, Jesus Christ. You too can have the same. Now read John 3:16, Romans 10:9-10, Ephesians 2, 7 through 9, and you will realize that you also have a direct hotline to God. Try it. What do you have to lose? The real contagion is misinformation and ignorance, and Fox News is the transmission vehicle. Our churches are down and closed, and there's nothing anybody can do about it until this virus threat is over with. If I were some of these people who say they are Christians, I believe I would watch my mouth. The Lord is looking at you. He is taking everything you say down. We go to church. Some people are good, some are bad apples. The bad apples should keep their mouths shut because they don't know what they are talking about. They really need to go back to the altar again and get straightened out instead of throwing off on the preachers.
I heard that an 85-year-old man at Johnson's Fork got married again the other day. I wish him the best of luck in this world.